Please be seated. Distinguished members of the Richland School District 2 Board of Trustees, Dr. Davis, Mr. Timoni, district and school administrators, faculty, family, and friends. On behalf of the senior class, I welcome you to the graduation exercises of the Spring Valley High School senior class of 2018. It is a bittersweet time. We move on to the next chapter of our lives, yet hold on to many memories we have created. We've established a great foundation and embraced the challenges that lie ahead. Regardless of our future endeavors, we will always be part of the Spring Valley Viking family.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, graduates and esteemed guests. Today, I need to make a confession. A couple of years ago, I did something without fully understanding the gravity of it. Something that I haven't always enjoyed, but something that, in many ways, I have never regretted. But now that I am here, I feel a bit compelled to reveal it. In 2013, in a moment of youthful coercion, like all of you, I went to high school. Now, 4 years have passed since that event, and we are left with many memorable moments, both happy and sad, as we stand here today, moments away from graduating. This is all, of course, a culmination of many efforts, in part by us, our teachers, parents, friends, family, and everyone who has supported us these past years. Yet, as I praise us graduates today, I can only imagine that my speech has become a distant buzz in your ears. I know what you may be thinking of instead: taking pictures, celebrating with family, having a party. For me, all I can think of is food, like some pizza. In many ways, this cheesy, greasy, doughy goodness can be similar to what we can look forward to in the future, both literally and figuratively. For those of us who are lazy, it's easy to order some pizza and get it delivered to our door, or to bake some frozen pizza. However, how good is it? The pizza boy may put too much cheese on the pizza, and the frozen pizza may be a little soggy. Your life may be a little soggy too, if you don't put in the effort, but let someone else do everything for you. Don't let others tell you what to do with your life, and don't follow the wishes of others, but rather do what you love. Make your own pizza, and make an absolutely delicious one. However, shaping your life and making a pizza are difficult. You must make the dough, knead it, add the sauce, cheese, and toppings, and bake it. There are many steps, and it may seem like many places to make mistakes. Too thick of a dough, too much cheese, extra sauce. However, this is what makes each pizza different from the next, and it's what makes each of us different from one another. We all make mistakes, and each of us has our talents. One of you may be the next famous celebrity makeup artist. One of you may be the next greatest neurosurgeon. What determines this? How hard we work. Whether you take responsibility for your shortcomings, if your dough is too thick, if you're indecisive, if you have too much cheese, if you can't voice your thoughts, work to change that. The future of that pizza and your life are in your hands. As we move into college and the workforce, the future of our lives are also suddenly thrust into our hands. Now, what do you do with your life? We've all been asked this. I want to make money. I want to be rich. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. The real question is, how? I found the answer to this question from a sagacious individual. The actor Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, said, "Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come." We all get wrapped up so much in the greatness of performing well, being famous, or getting rich. But that isn't what defines success. Rather, do something you enjoy and work hard to do your best. You may fall and fall hard, but you'll come back with the knowledge of how you messed up. So find that something. Something you can consistently work hard towards without tiring, with your passion fueling you to persevere, long after everyone else has stopped. Then greatness will follow. So today, as you walk across the stage, think not about being rich or successful. Rather, dream about what is in store for you tomorrow. Follow your passion, and that will lead you to success. Take responsibility to make your own personal pizza using your experiences from Spring Valley. Great chefs aren't born overnight. Sample what the world has to offer. As I close today, I'd like to congratulate you, class of 2018, and ask, what kind of pizza will you make? Whatever kind it turns out to be, make sure it is one that you love. Thank you.
Sorry guys, I had to put these sunglasses on because the future of the class of 2018 is looking bright. Let's give us a round of applause. All right, I think my eyes have adjusted. Good afternoon. My name is Aman Patali, and I'm honored as the class speaker to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2018. On behalf of this group sitting before me, I would like to first and foremost thank all the administrators for the countless hours put into our school. The teachers for dangling algebra to us for the past few months as we came down with senioritis. And to all the others that not only helped us as a high school, but as individuals as well. Undoubtedly, you have truly made the difference in our lives and have enriched our learning experience. And we cannot thank you enough. Now, some of you may know me personally, others may have seen me around in the hallways. Some probably don't even know I exist, and half of you guys are probably wondering why a 15-year-old freshman is delivering this speech. I am in fact a senior at Spring Valley High School, but today I'm gonna put all of this aside, not to talk about me, but to talk about us, our class, and our future. See, the way I approached this speech was different than most, although I'd love to boast about our whopping totals and scholarships, or funny instances throughout our high school career, like when homecoming was literally canceled 3 times. It got me thinking, what is the big idea that embodies our class as a whole? I thought, but I had no clue how to do it. But then something hit me. See, I opened up Spotify, like most of our generation, plugged in my headphones, and came across a philosopher and poet of our time. Kendrick Lamar. He said to live your life, to live it right, to do different things, and to be different. Class, I realized that we have reflected this very statement. It was our determination to be different and to do different things that changed our school and class for the better. But on top of that, class, I realized that we had written a song of our own these 4 years at Spring Valley. See, each lyric in our song is cohesive. They're all connected to one another. I am just one lyric, as is each member of the class of 2018. And we all share this common song that we crafted together here as a class. See, you are a part of this song, and you're a part of why this class, our group, has achieved its platinum status. Right now, I see a group all getting ready for their next step, the next stanza in their poem, the next measure of life. But before we go, let's take a moment to reflect on our song's humble beginnings. As we entered high school, we nervously anticipated the formation of our song. As new Vikings, we were Mr. Timoni's first class. And we wondered, how should we write it? What rhythm? What lyrics? We explored various aspects of the school, the arts, the academics, the athletics, the charitable organizations, and for maybe some of you boys, the girlfriends, vice versa. But still, class, we began to learn about our song and we grew with it. As high school rolled along, we discovered the beats that sounded good to us, the instruments of our success. Athletes finding their sports, people finding true friends, classes and clubs putting on events like Dance Marathon, and not to mention our record-breaking winter days. But most importantly, class, I'll say it again, we found out what truly mattered to us. But throughout this process, we encountered a needed adversity in writing this song. As a class, we faced floods, hurricanes, and escalating school threats, and they were all hard to move past, but after all, doesn't adversity just inspire a new melody? Instead of keeping our heads down, our class pushed forward. Unity, class. Unity is what our class and our school is made of, and I could not be prouder of what we have done. As high school now comes to a close, the closing bars of our song are playing. We produce divisional athletes, academic prodigies, musicians, and many other genres of the spectrum. But now, what now? The people around you, to your front, behind you, to your right, to your left, are all going to move on to completely different places and aspirations as we each write a song of our own. See, Spring Valley has set you on a path of unique opportunities to pursue your individuality as an artist, to write your song. But class, this is the most important part of my speech. I want you to remember your roots. Let's not forget to thank that one special part of our song. See, as you begin to make your way across this beautiful stage, I want you to remember the people who helped you get there, those who encouraged you to keep writing, and those who stayed with you through this process. I thank you, parents and guardians, especially mine, on behalf of this class, for giving me the courage, the love, and support to push harder. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, class, as I conclude, this may be the end of our class's song, but it is only the beginning for us as individuals. I dare you to explore, to push boundaries, to find your direction, and as that same poet said, write what's inside your DNA. I want you to sing your song so loud and proud, and I want you guys to, most importantly, let it shine. But today, let's make our last song together one to remember. Valley, it's been a pleasure knowing you for these past 4 years, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Spring Valley class of 2018. I'd like to preface this by saying, congratulations, you made the walk list. No easy task. But let's get straight to the meat of this speech. After you walk out the doors of this building, you're free. You're out and about, doing whatever it is you want in the world. Some of you are dreamers who will strive to leave an impact in society, no matter how outrageous or impossible those dreams may be. Some of you would rather let fate guide your lives, drifting on and appreciating the journey as well as the destination. But no matter how we live our lives after graduation, we'll all be open to one thing: opportunity. Let me tell you all about a life story that I was fortunate enough to hear when I was younger. Imagine this: a boy and his family have grown up and worked on a farm their whole lives in India. He's lived in poverty up to this point, and it doesn't look like things are going to get much better. He's never known the luxuries of owning a car as a teenager. Instead, a bicycle was his most invaluable form of transportation. But one day, he decided to change his bleak future. He found the determination to do whatever it takes, to trek as far as it takes, to work as hard as it takes, to escape the hole that he was destined to live in. I'm sure some of you have felt what it's like to have nothing to lose, to risk it all, to be anywhere but here. His solution was to escape India and head to Europe. And so, around the time most of you were wrapping up high school, his journey began with a one-way plane ticket to the Soviet Union. He was heading into a foreign continent with people who spoke languages that he had not a single inkling of, with no knowledge of their culture and customs, and with only the money in his back pocket. But it didn't matter to him. He was given the opportunity of a lifetime, and he was willing to risk it all to change his life. His journey first took him from the Soviet Union into East Germany, where he escaped by sneaking on a train into West Germany. From here on out, he encountered some of the hardest experiences of his life, from working odd jobs in West Germany for meager amounts of money, to scraping by in the ghettos of France where he wasn't even given access to running water, to crossing the electric fences in Holland's farms under rain and torrent, to living in New York City as a taxi driver during the time when the murder rate exceeded 2,000, to huddling with his lifelong friend during the nights to keep warm. And it was all worth it, because now he's financially stable and living the American dream. He's actually right here in the audience. Hey, Dad. Now, these next few years are going to be filled with opportunities that will define the course of our lives. We've reached a crossroad where it may seem as if we have unlimited potential and can succeed in seeing our dreams come into fruition. But without taking advantage of the opportunities that are given to us, we're destined to become nothing more than hopeless dreamers. It's going to be up to you to change your life. To see your dreams come into fruition, you have to be willing to work harder than you could have imagined. You have to be willing to risk it all for when that opportunity of a lifetime comes around. You need to have the internal drive to do whatever it takes. Nobody ever said it was going to get easier from here. The opportunities that we have right now are plentiful and fleeting, and they wait on no one. Now imagine this. Imagine if my father had turned down that one-way plane ticket. Imagine if he hadn't snuck on that train heading towards West Germany. Imagine if he had simply given up. He would have been nothing more than a hopeless dreamer. Often, the hardest part about accepting an opportunity is having the courage to risk it all. The regret of missing out on a life-defining moment is one of the worst pains you can experience. And that opportunity of a lifetime only comes around once. So, Spring Valley, I urge you not to let it go to waste. Don't choose a career path you're unhappy with simply because your parents told you to. Don't waste the youthful years of your life hoping for some miracle to give you success, whatever your definition of success is. Don't hesitate on your dreams. Thanks to my dad, I get to pick up where he left off. I now have the opportunity to graduate from college and get a degree. I now have the opportunity to become whatever I want. But most importantly, I have the opportunity to make him proud. The biggest dreamers take the biggest risks, and to a poor farmer in India or to the newest Spring Valley graduate, there is no risk too big. Thank you, Spring Valley.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Class of 2018, Richland School Board of Trustees, Dr. Davis, distinguished guests, Spring Valley faculty, family, and friends, welcome to the Spring Valley High School 2018 commencement exercise. 4 years ago, the students on the floor below began a journey together as they entered high school. We hoped for a bright future then, and now we see an extremely bright future with the class of 2018. The seniors, soon to be graduates, nearly 450 of them have worked diligently during their 4 years of high school, ensuring that the tradition of excellence at Spring Valley High School continues. This has been another amazing school year at Spring Valley. About 3 weeks ago, we learned that the U.S. News and World Report ranked Spring Valley in the top 20 high schools out of more than 200 high schools in the state. Also again this year, the Spring Valley High School Discovery and Explorations Magnet programs were recognized as the Magnet Schools of America School Choice of Excellence. Students who have competed in state and national level competitions in JRTC, the arts, the sciences, world languages, and in career and technology education, just to name a few. This year, our varsity athletic programs won 3 region championships, and our girls basketball team won the state championship for the 3rd time in 4 years. You have led our school's community service efforts as we reached beyond the walls of Spring Valley to serve our local community. During our annual Winter Days Community Service Project, you helped collect over 43,000 cans and non-perishable items, and you helped raise over $22,000 for Make-A-Wish, South Carolina. I can still remember that huge smile on Dallas's face when he walked into the gym and learned that he was going to Disney. In addition to your commitment to community service, you have remained committed to academic excellence in the classroom. Evidence of this class's success can be found in the accomplishment of 42 honor graduates, 48 Palmetto Fellows, 119 Hope Scholars, and 111 Life Scholarship recipients. The class of 2018 amassed over $34 million in scholarship offers. Very, very impressive. Students, it has been my pleasure to serve as your principal over the last 4 years. In August 2014, you began your high school career, and I began my first year as your high school principal. I think we both were probably a little anxious, nervous, and very excited about our new adventure. These 4 years have flown by, and now your time has come. In a few moments, you'll be graduating from the Spring Valley High School in front of thousands who have come to honor your accomplishments. I know you're ready to walk across the stage and celebrate with your fellow graduates and your family. I can see it in your eyes. So I will not give you 10 points of success to remember, but I do want to leave you with 2 challenges to reflect on. The first challenge, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. I have been very impressed by your phenomenal effort, creativity, and your persistence. I want to remind you of the story of Mary McLeod Bethune. Mary McLeod Bethune was a fearless educator who was born to former slaves just 10 years after the end of the Civil War. Dr. Bethune grew up in a small town called Maysville, South Carolina, which is in Sumter County, also my hometown. Growing up, I was always inspired by Dr. Bethune's story, which is truly fascinating. I encourage you to look up more about her story when you finish celebrating graduation. She decided early in life that education is the key to improving one's life. Although the odds were against her, Dr. Bethune never gave up, and she didn't limit herself. She battled against poverty and many, many other challenges. In 1904, she started a small school for girls, which eventually became known as Bethune-Cookman University. What you may not know is how influential she was in the political arena. She became a close friend and advisor to President Franklin D. Roosevelt and First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, who was a powerhouse in her own right and totally transformed the role of the First Lady. During World War II, Dr. Bethune served as a special assistant to the Secretary of War and helped organize the first women's officer candidate school. I highlight the life, struggles, and successes of Dr. Bethune because she's one of those unsung heroes from our area who never gave up in the face of adversity and did not place a limit or a ceiling on her level of impact. She sought out to serve others and to make a difference, and she has surely made an imprint on American politics and social issues. In addition to not limiting yourself, you must also be dedicated to working hard. This leads me to my second challenge, which is you must always remember to put in the work. You have all heard sayings such as, if I conceive it and believe it, I can achieve it. Or you may have heard, if I think about being successful, then I will find success. These sayings are nice and they sound great when you verbalize what they mean to you, but believing, conceiving, and thinking about being successful will not get you to your dreams. This type of thinking is similar to the idea of if you are hungry, all you need to do is think about food to satisfy your hunger. You must put in the work. Some would argue that record producer J. Cole is one of the most talented and prolific artists in the music industry right now. He graduated from high school in Fayetteville, North Carolina with a 4.2 GPA, and from St. John's University in New York with a 3.8 GPA. He has several ventures outside of music. One particular venture includes his nonprofit, the Dreamville Foundation, where he launches book clubs, supports At Promise youth, and engages in other philanthropic activities. J. Cole once stated, I always feel like it's 2 key ingredients when it comes to following your dreams. Making something happen that the average person deems difficult. If you truly believe that, that's step 1. Step 2 is, the hard work that goes along with it. J. Cole is saying you must put in the work. Thinking about success and visualizing a plan for success is only the first step. All of us have dreams and desires. One of the biggest challenges facing us at this time, that's the old and the young, is the inability to be totally dedicated and committed to pursuing and putting in the work that is required for us to reach our goals. You must separate yourself from others. You must put in the work. I would like to leave you with the words of Matthew McConaughey. These words were shared after he received the Best Actor trophy at the Oscars several years ago. And he said, "And to my hero, that is who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, 'Who's your hero?' And I said, 'I don't know. I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks.' I come back 2 weeks later, that person comes up and says, 'Who's your hero?' I thought, do you know who it is? It's me in 10 years. So I turned 25. 10 years later, that same person comes to me and says, 'So are you a hero?' And I said, 'Not even close. No, no.' She said, 'Why?' I said, 'Because my hero's me at 35. Matthew McConaughey goes on to say, "So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. I'm never going to attain that. I know I'm not, and that's just fine with me because that keeps me with someone to keep on chasing." To each member of the class of 2018, find the hero inside of you and continue to always be the best you possible. No need to try to be someone else because everyone else is already taken. Don't forget to thank those individuals who have been instrumental in helping you reach this significant milestone in your life. You are where you are today because of your parents, family members, teachers, counselors, coaches, other mentors, and others who have guided you along the way. I am proud of you, and the entire Spring Valley High School faculty and staff and community join me in wishing you well in your future endeavors. Go forth and conquer, Vikings. Parents and guardians, I would like to thank you for your support of Spring Valley and allowing us to work with your student during some of the most crucial years of his or her life. Dr. Davis, Richland 2 School Board of Trustees, Spring Valley High School faculty and staff, family and friends, these young men and women before me today have met all of the requirements for graduation, and it is with great pride that I present to you the Spring Valley High School class of 2018.
Good afternoon to the Richland 2 Board of Trustees, other elected officials, parents, family members, teachers, administrators, and the Spring Valley High School graduating class of 2018. Over this past year, if you've had an opportunity to hear me speak, you would know that I've focused my speeches, presentations, and discussions around 4 primary topics: striving to be premier, discovering your passions, fulfilling your purpose, and receiving your promise. At the start of this school year, we introduced and unveiled the strategic plan for Richland District 2. It is titled Pathway to Premier. This plan represents the next iteration and evolution of Richland 2. It was created for the intent of serving as our district's North Star, the document that provides guidance and directions for all of our students and their families, our employees, and our community. It was developed to help everyone understand where we're going by describing and defining the journey and the final destination, which is to be premier, period. If you search the dictionary, you will find that the word premier is defined simply as first in importance, order, or position. This definition, although adequate for general and daily conversation, did not speak to the essence of the spirit we were seeking. And so, we created our own definition. We define premier as a relentless, unyielding, insatiable, and unapologetic desire to consistently demonstrate excellence in all that we do. This includes every journey we embark on, in every project, task, and assignment we accept, and in every challenge and obstacle that we complete and overcome. Being premier is more than a simple adjective. It is a mindset, a belief, a way of life. It is rooted inside of our desire and our need to achieve what all men and women instinctively strive towards, the need to self-actualize and to fulfill our purpose. To be premier at anything first starts with discovering your passions. It is through your passions that you are made aware of the existence of your purpose. Your purpose serves as your internal navigation system designed to guide you towards self-actualization. At birth, each of you are blessed with gifts and talents. These gifts and talents, I believe, are given to you for the nurturing of your passions. They are planted deep inside of you long before you are manifested in your physical form. Often, you do not know what they are or that they even exist because they are planted deep within your soul. It is through the practice of serenity, investigation, and exploration of your soul, as well as your willingness to be open to new and different experiences, that begins the process of unearthing your passions. These passions, when discovered and properly nurtured, will bloom and reveal the universe's unique purpose for your life. That purpose, although different for each of you, shares the universal expectation that you utilize your gifts, talents, and passions to be of service to your fellow brothers and sisters. It is your passions that help you fulfill your purpose, and it is through the pursuit of your passions that you uncover the meaning of your life, aiding you in the fulfillment of the universe's purpose for your existence. Therefore, you are all obligated to accept the missions of fulfilling your purpose. It is not optional, and it is not something that someone else can do for you. It is a mission that is distinctly designed for you, a mission that for some may take a few years and for others may take a lifetime. But it is a mission, nonetheless, that you are obligated to accept, because refusing to accept your mission will prevent you from realizing your fullest potential. A popular phrase in today's societal lexicon is the phrase, "I am living my best life." This phrase is used to express and declare the actions that you take cause you to live the greatest life possible. Your best life is all about being the best version of yourself, a version that is continuously working towards your fullest potential without sacrificing or compromising your core values and beliefs. It is all about pursuing your personal legend. Recently, I finished reading the novel The Alchemist, which tells the story of Santiago, a young shepherd boy who goes on a journey and quest to realize his personal legend. He travels from his homeland in Spain to the Egyptian deserts in search of treasures buried near the pyramids. On his quest to realize his personal legend, Santiago is confronted and challenged with many obstacles. With each experienced obstacle and hurdle that Santiago encounters, there is a lesson learned. He learns he must always listen to his heart because it is the language of the universe and it is the way that the universe communicates best with you. He learns that at all costs, he must pursue his own personal legend, no matter how difficult the journey. On his quest to realize his personal legend, Santiago also learns to overcome his fears. He learns to never lose hope, even when faced with what appears to be insurmountable adversity. He learns to stay focused on his journey while ignoring the negative influences that exist in the universe. He learns to develop the will, tenacity, and perseverance that it takes to achieve one's fullest potential. By now, you recognize that we all have our own personal legend. Your personal legend is achieved when you fulfill the complete measures of your purpose you were created for. In order to do so, you must remember that from the moment of your creation, the forces of the universe are waiting to conspire to help you achieve your life's purpose. This is more than some cosmic conspiracy. This is the universe's promise to you. When your gifts, talents, and passions are aligned and in harmony with the universe's purpose for your life, the forces of the universe will conspire to help you achieve your personal legend. That is a promise. Two of America's most renowned poets, Nikki Giovanni and Tupac Shakur, offer their insight on the topic of reaching your fullest potential when discussing a rose that grew from concrete. Giovanni writes, "Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the concrete, proving that nature's laws wrong? It learned to walk without having feet. Funny it seems, but by keeping its dreams, it learned to breathe fresh air. Long live the rose that grew from concrete when no one else even cared." Shakur shares this on the topic. You see, you wouldn't ask why the rose that grew from the concrete had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate its tenacity. We would all love its will to reach the sun. We are the roses, and this is the concrete, and these are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why, ask me how. In parting, I would like to share with you this final piece of advice. It is the same advice that Polonius shared with his son Laertes in Act 1, Scene 3 of Shakespeare's play Hamlet. He says, "This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day, thou cannot be false to any man." He finishes by giving Laertes his blessing to signify that he is at peace with his son's departure from home. I, like Polonius, am at peace and stand ready to send you out into the waiting world to strive to be premier, to discover your passions, to fulfill your purpose, to receive your promise, and to realize your personal legend. I implore you, whether you continue with your formal education, enlist in the military, or begin your career, to take time to search your heart, soul, and spirit for your passions so that you might align them to your purpose and be true to yourself. Know that when you are misaligned, you will feel it. It would be that agonizing and annoying discomfort you feel in your heart and soul. But when you are aligned, it is that sweet sentiment of peace and joy that you feel. When you are perfectly aligned, you can truly proclaim that you are living your best life. Because after all, in the words of the poetic scholar, Jermaine Lamar Cole, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Love yours. Thank you for letting the Richland 2 family be a part of your journey thus far. Remember, no matter where you go or what you do, we want to always remain a part of your journey and conspire with you to realize your own personal legend. And now, graduates of the class of 2018, it is my honor and my privilege to proclaim, by the authority vested in me by the Richland 2 Board of Trustees and the South Carolina Department of Education, I hereby affirm that you have completed the requirements of the South Carolina Legislature, the State Department of Education, and the Richland 2 Board of Trustees, and are duly entitled to receive your diplomas at this time. Congratulations, Vikings.
Jasdeep Singh with highest honors. Venita Chiprapali with highest honors. Aman Amit Pritapia with highest honors. Max Kirkland Miller with highest honors. Chloe Rebecca Walters. Maya Ray Wright. Thomas Neil McLean III with honors. Moji Bola Ayo Bami All with high honors. Sarayu Rupa Parispa with high honors. Hosam Fauzi Aramash with high honors. Amel Jamil El Shami with highest honors. Laura Mackenzie Stewart with highest honors. Chloe Ann Vanderberg with highest honors. Christopher Inwoo Kong with highest honors. Atifa Chatoy with highest honors. Gloria Hiobi Kim with highest honors. Cheris Ann Teft. Tredu Demet Mason with highest honors. Carolyn Denise Martin. Christina Grace Harding. Matthew Ben Payne. Aniruth Shri Devyuth Siv Akumar. Ivy Marie Gardosi, Jimoto. Krishina Iana Stevens. Morgan Elizabeth McLeod. Reagan Nicole Davis with honors. Pilar Madison Lane. Danielle Nicole Simpson. Cameron Alexis Cooper. Mendel Christopher Rivers II. Amy Renee Miller with honors. Carmen Gabriela Sewell. Carolyn Olivia Chrysler. Chelsea Darshan Sheath. Ivory Alexandria Nicole White. Muhammad Ibrahim Abel Mogad, Jr. Bailey Ryan Adams. Christian Angel Aguilar. Virginia Marie Aldridge. Axel O'Neill Alicia Cordero. Asil Lena Almogavar. Dexter Thomas Allman. William Chase Alty. Taylor Justine Anderson. Stephen Daniel Andreen with honors. Inkari Shodia Andrews. Yasmin Angeles. Tyrese Atu Kwamina Sinclair Ansari. Keyshawn Malik Archer. Mark Taylor Arden II. Japonia Azrael Peace Ascu. Mariana Avelos Gijon. William Glenn Ayers. Sandra Giselle Vaca. Kyle Duffy Baker. Autumn Rose Baldwin. Cedric Enrico Barnes Jr. Lena Barthel. Labrie Bates. Nicholas Joab Beard. Kennedy Kiara Betty. Keith David Bodwin. Vanessa Bello Hernandez. Jordan Edward Benin-Haley. Amaya Michelle Benson. Brian Alexis Bertotti. Gerline Carr Bambra. Rebecca Elizabeth Bishop. Shakira Danique Blake. Jordan Tyler Bledsoe. Callista Francis Blizzard. Alyssa Nicole Boken. Kobe Dwayne Tyler Fuquan Stibling Bond. Deshaun Richard Bonner. Devin Lee Booker. Christopher Michael Boring. Jaquez Keyshawn Bostic. Erica Kenisha Bowden. Matthew Jacob Branch. Ariana Centel Brown. Keontae Danor Brown. Natron Zaire Brown. Alyssa Claire Brunson. Kobe Blake Bryce Thurton. Ayana Nicole Burgess Martin. Tamia Lene Burgess. Cameron Lamar Burris Green. Rowan Natal Buchimi. Nia Janelle Bias. Santora Ileana Bird. Chance Joshua David Kane. Lucas Francisco Cannon Rodriguez. Adelaide Grace Cannon. Horace Marco Kanzader. Ariel Nicole Capers. Margaret Claire Carroll with honors. Kylene Nicole Carter. Deja Monique Carter. Craig Terrell Cash Jr. Zaharia Monet Castellal. Tyree Deshawn Chapman. Gina Marie Clark. Destiny Imani Klee. Darius Malquise Cohen. Molly Grace Coleman. Rachel Delane Collier. Justin Dion Cooper. Alicia Brieja Copeland. Ashley Jalisa Copeland. Gabriel Daniel Korn. Victor Manuel Correa. Macy Ann Coulter with honors. Joseph Dwight Coward. Demarcus Roderick Kraft. John Shahid Krim. Olivia Maria Cruz. Eliana Camille Cunningham. Sarayu K. Das with honors. Christopher Tyler Davis. Patrick Victor Davis. Taliam Jasmine Davis. Wanya Royce Davis. Angel Cheyenne Dean. Robert Jameson Dean. Roy McKinley Dieblick. Bryce Channing DeGregory. Monica Yvette de Jesus. Trinity Caitlin Denizard. Georgia Louise Dennis. Scarlett Faith Dennis. Dequan Riquel Dewitt. Jasmine Nicole Destiny Dix. Hassan Elijah Dixon. Patrick Sheldon Dodd. Campbell Wade Downing. Carolina Alexis Downs. Armani Shania Dreer. Jaden Tariq Duffy. William Philip Dunton. Winston Griffith Dyer. Aisha Latrice Edwards. Austin Latrez Eichelberger. Enare Osoa Ebuta Ekure. Jacoby Donovan Elkins. Kimani Jakayla Ellison. Courtney Ladeja English. Marcus Charles English Jr. Kamitris Nicole Eppinger. Kristen Dunstan Nicholas Esquivel. Deanna Shantea Etheridge. Laurel Bailey Evans. Madison Manolo Reese Fallow. Tia Dolores Faro. Doña Zan Farzam with high honors. Cole Pierce Feschow. Tyreek Jalik Quashawn Flagler. Nicole Haley Fletcher. Yasmin Maria Reyes Flora with high honors. John Michael Flowers. Brandon Sheldon Floyd. Cody Joseph Foster. Najee Ernie Foster. Amanda Lynn Fox. Marissa Nicole Free. Kianti Jamaji Freeman. Tanisha Simone Frierson. Caitlin Marie Froelich. Royce Everett Fry with honors. Victor Manuel Garcia Bravo. Jaden Christopher Gardner. Lauren Ruth Garris. Iana Davon Gary Miller. El Mustafa Gassi. Evan Nathan Jindal. Matthew Marvin Gibson. Anshale Jasmisha Gibson. Simone Rebecca Gibson. Philip Michael Gilchrist. Elizabeth Rosanna Gloriani. Mason Thomas Glover. Xavier York Glover. Robert Bruce Godfrey IV. Zachary Franklin Gonda. Whitney Lucia Good. Akia Saray Goodwin. Anna Nicole Goodwin. Willis Stephen Goodwin III. Nikhil Gadapati. Cornelius Tyreek Grady. Zaquan Kiara Grant. Damaria Kishan Green. Kelsey Grace Green with honors. Alexander David Gregg with honors. Alexandria Malina Griffith. Ryan Lewis Gerganis. Alex Demetrius Hagler. Jeremiah Tion Hammonds. Wesley Clinton Hankinson with honors. Aiken Joshua Harkai. Joseph Michael Harris. Kayshawn William Harris. Kashmeen Hayan Harris. Nico Kari Harris. Sarah Nicole Harris. Kirkland Shamar Harrison II. Samaya Jewel Harvey. Autumn Lauren Henry. Jose Alejandro Hernandez. Kalia Monet Hicks. Quincy Latrell Hill. Aaron Titan Hodges. Kanan Justin Hodges. Victoria Katrina Hopkins. Andrew Huang. Hannah Grace Huntley. Jonathan Marigot Hurley. Olivia Caitlin Hutter with high honors. D'Artania Tafali Ufi I Alu Alo. Danielle Amia Ingram. Michaela Unique Jackson. Traquan Kulinks Jackson. Rico Donnell Jacobs. Alexis Lachey Jenkins. Jasmine Michelle Jenkins. Jermisha Michelle Jenkins. Marquel Talik Jenkins. Darian Jarrell Jennings. Aaron Grafton Johnson. Amaya Jordan Johnson. Evan Wade Johnson with high honors. Joshua Johnson. Nicholas Omar Johnson. Trinity Demetria Unique Johnson. Caleb Matthew Jones. Fulton Brooks Jones. Catherine Elisa Jones. Kania Amari Jones. Quentin Gregory Jones. Willie Keandre Jones. Ashita Kapoor with high honors. Kennedy Cheyenne Keaton. Justin Travon Kennedy. Carolina Kim with honors. Kenny Yoon Kim. Antonia Amelia Kincaid. Nigel King Jr. Rachel Marie Knight. Jordan Matthew Koger. Harith Imran Kumte. Eloise Ann LaMay with honors. Ayana Loylin Lalusa. Isaac Don Hyun Lee with high honors. Kiana Amia Carol Lee. Benjamin Douglas Leslie with honors. Jasmine Brianna Lewis. London Andrea Charmaine Lewis. Brocaria Drame Lindsay. Samantha Christine Livotti. Dalia Adriana Lloyd. Amanda Hope Locklear. Carolyn Elizabeth Lumpkin. Josiah Marquise Martin. Hernan Wilfredo Martinez Zuniga. Diana Ramirez Martinez. Gustavo Mayorga. Luis Fernando Mayorga. Mika Fian McAnally. Amir Gerard McCall. Kiara Shanice McCrae. Tyler Amore McDowell. Matthew Braden McGirt. Justin Pierce McKee. Tori Renee McNeil. Vanessa Medellin. Brianna Amanda Melton. Jesus Mendonza. Jade Taylor Miko Washington. Montre Antonio Middleton. Catherine Louise Mills with high honors. Kelsey Gabrielle Miller. Reginald Eugene Mims Jr. Sandrion Javier Mitchell. Howard Elijah Montgomery. Ashley Elise Morris. Jalen Charles Morris. Sarah Elizabeth Mott. Shakaria Shakora Moye. Isaiah Munoz. Michaela Amari Murray. Aliyah Miana Murray. Trevion Everett Myers. Iman Shuhal Najer. Andrea Alexis Nelson. Kenyetta Nakia Nan. Francesca Novotny. Kichi Faye Tagu. Faith Sarah Noodleman. Spencer Keith O'Connor. Benjamin Michael O'Sullivan. Ethan Thomas O'Sullivan. Kiana Rachel Oates. Amina Sierra Ogbona. Cristian Overa. Zion Javier Ortiz. Jonathan Andrew Parks. Shafiq Ezekiel Parks. Sydney Madison Parnell with honors. Jayton Hitesh Patel. Adam Gary Patterson. Mary Elizabeth Payne. Chauncey Chikwe Pearson. Adan Perez Izquierdo. Brianna Nicole Peters. Kristen Amira Pettigrew Samuel. Michael Allen Pike. Matthew Ryan Powers. Christy Patricia Piles. Carson Randolph Quinn with honors. Peyton Danielle Rabin. Sohail Raimi. Logan Marie Randall. Maya Yasmin Reed. Kylie Nicole Ritz. Matthew Ryan Resigno. Antonio Wesley Riley Jr. Ciesia Brianna Rivera. Cameron Alwyn Robinson. Emma Eileen Matthew Robinson with honors. Michaela Lachey Robinson. Carla Yasmin Rocha. Martín Salvador Rodriguez Martinez. Kyle Robert Rogers. Fermin Roque Jr. Deontre Raheem Rose. David Michael Ross. Thomas Miller Ross. Alexa Rose Ruiz. Shanta Arlene Saab. Rachel Monet Sampson. Shathika Sarah Banan. Colton David Savage. Kayla Marie Scott. Idris Xavier Scott. Harrison Davis C. Jordan Marie Seeger. Lanitra Taisha Session. Kayla Simone Settles. Rachel Janae Shell. Sierra Ashley Shivers. Marcus Montrell Simpson. Gurdeep Singh. Crystal Monique Singleton. Donnie Ray Skelton Jr. Anthony Jerome Smith Jr. Julian Kevin Smith. Noah Sinclair Smith. Kyla Leasia Snipes. Daisy Tajer Edwari Spiva. Jalen Michael Squire. Shaylin Michelle Stalcup. Aliyah Rona Staley. Allison Marie Stanek with high honors. Peyton Stacia Starmack with honors. Christopher Jacob Stewart. Courtney Ann Stewart. Brianna Renee Stevens. Mina Renee Stevenson. Paris Lydia Stevenson. Peyton Kennedy Stevenson. Hayes Moore Stewart. Lydia Marie Stewart. Deavion Sherelle Sumter. Austin David Tanner. Jaquez Tyvon Terrell. Brittany Christine Tett. Tamaya Charlize Thomas. Tanasia Kiara Janae Timmons. Channing Douglas Tyndall. Ajani Clevan Tung. Song Huang Tran. Sanchez Federiquez Tucker. Daniel Edward Tumbleston. Shabria Shantae Turner. Victoria Lynn Turner. Tyler Jacob Olness. Zamira Oz Vanderhayden. Shrija Contra Vernasi with high honors. Elvira Mensa Valequez. Ryan Anna Wagner. Destin Gianni Bobby Walker. Jade Lee Walker. Kalia Janae Walker. Joshua Chance Wall. Kristen Monisha Wall. Zykeria Imani Wallace. Dalen Deja Walters. Olivia Catherine Walters. Kamara Ward. Torian Antoinette Ward. Devin Young Washington. Tiona Jashawn Washington. Andrew Tyler Weiss. Madison Sierra Welch. Grant Ingram Wells. Hannah Marie Wells. Noah Martin Wells. Willie James Wheat III. Rasheen Javon Whitehead. DeAndre Anthony White. Thomas Alexander Wigley. James Matthew Wilkinson. Anaya Elaine Williams. Andreka Danisha Williams. Diamond Yvette Williams. Jaquita Shadarius Williams. Jamal Demarcus Williams. Jada Lassie Renee Williams. Jayla Cherie Williams. Kiana Lachey Williams. Rashad Lamarcus Williams. Wade Evan Williams. Zachary Jamal Williams. Tatiana Anisha Wilson. Arabia Tanisha Windsor. Tiaja Fatima Windsor. Jashawn Sharice Wise. Antonio Thomas Wood. Sydney Chandler Newkirk Wright. Benjamin Garidi Wooring. Ronnie Lee White. Eddie Devon Young. Portia Amari Young. Tabitha Ann Young. Alexandria Giovanni Young. Zachary Thomas Young with honors. Queenie Faye Zapanta.
Was that at the very end?
I can find it.
Okay.
I got it. There's supposed to be a tab. Oh. Thank you.
Although we will always be the class of 2018, will the connections we've made continue after we walk out of the doors of this ceremony? Vikings, this is the last time we'll be spending together, united. I hope that you will look back on this time as a Viking, remembering these years fondly for the relationships and experiences that we've shared. The bond that unites the class of 2018 and echoes throughout the hallways we've walked these past 4 years is that of Spring Valley pride, a pride that'll transcend all obstacles to come. This pride isn't boastful or arrogant. It is purposeful, respectful, honorable, and determined. This pride has been instilled in each and every one of us. As we exit these doors today as alumni, we will begin to carry this torch of Spring Valley pride. Let it illuminate our lives and the lives of those that we touch as we embark on the next stage of our journey. Class of 2018, please rise.
Oh my God.
The tassel is worn to indicate a student's academic standing. It is an adaptation of the medieval tuft worn on the master's cap. The shift of the tassel from one side of the cap to another symbolizes the senior's shift from student to alumni. Class of 2018, join us now in the symbolic turning of the tassel, followed by our alma mater and the recession of the graduates. The audience is invited to join and stand the class of 2018 in the singing of the alma mater. The words may be found on the back of your program. We raise our voice.